It doesn't matter whether you watch from Iowa, Virginia, or Minnesota. A lot of wrestling just took place over the past weekend, and we're here to talk about it. Brother Sticks, how have you been, my friend?
We're doing good. Temperatures rising here in Iowa. I think we hit low to mid 90s, but feels like 120 degrees, basically Satan's butthole. Eight Central air has been running all day for the last about day and a half. But hey, sun is shining and we're out here being able to talk about wrestling and some nonsense.
That's about the only positive I can think about because as the temperature rises for a fat man, I'm unhappy. Sweating is not my favorite thing to do unless I'm having sex, and it's bad times here in California. But Sticks, I gotta admit something to you. I'm an addict. I'm an addict. I'm an action figure addict. I work at a flea market, people, and we just got a new vendor. Well, not new. He's new-ish. He's been there for a few months, but he always brings loose action figures. Oh, WWE, of course, and some AEW, but mostly WWE. And if I have a spare couple bucks, I'll grab a couple. I'll grab a couple. Well, over those past months, I've garnered a collection, Sticks, and it got me thinking, how could I turn this into something interesting rather than having a pile of action figures collecting dust on my bookshelf that I never touch? They're just there. I see them at the flea market, I buy them to collect them, and they collect dust. So I got to thinking, well, we're about to do a tripod. Let's turn this into a game. I'm going to turn this into a game. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a quiz game for my tripod brothers. And Six, since you're here first, shocking, you will be up first, sir. I have a timer right here, and you have 60 seconds. I have them all right here on the floor and an NXT ring that I also bought at the flea market. I'm going to blindly reach down, pick one up, and I'm going to tell you one thing about this action figure, and you got to try and guess as many as you can in 60 seconds. Let's see how good you can do it. All right. I'll think of a name of this later. Maybe Mangria is horrible with money game. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I'm going to start the timer and reach down to grab one, tell you one thing about this action figure, and you guess. I know Caesar is going to go with this willingly, right? All positive from Caesar with this game. Okay, ready? No phone. All right, ready? Three, two. Oh, you're on your phone. Okay, three, two, one. Uh, Chris Zank hates this man with a passion.
Jeff Hardy,
Bingo. What's one? Um, he was, he he's he was kicked out of the Judgment Day recently.
Finn Balor,
Bingo. That's two. Okay. Um. Oh. Fuck. He just lost the WWE Championship.
Cody Rhodes,
Bingo. That's three. Okay. Uh, your mother.
Eddie Kingston,
Bingo. Four. Um. Uh, Gunther just retired him in January.
AJ Styles.
Bingo. That's it. Okay, you got one, two, three, four, five. You got five in 60 seconds. We'll see how Caesar does. I don't know. I thought that was kind of unique. He's not going to have any of the same ones because I got a massive pile here. I also have the Crow, who's not a wrestler, but somebody thought he was Sting and tried selling to me that he was Sting. I was like, dude, I know that's the Crow. I don't care. I'll still buy him, which I did. But speaking of Cody losing the WWE Championship, Sticks, did you check out Nights of Champions?
Oh yeah.
Well, I would say out of that whole pay-per-view, that was the biggest moment because whether you loved him or hated him, I think we've all stuck with Sammy throughout his career, whether he was El Generico, his NXT run, his main roster run, all his ridiculous gimmicks, the conspiracy theorist, the jackass stuff, the bloodline stuff. I mean, we've been there through it all. And I actually was very happy for Sami Zayn because the dude, again, he busts his ass no matter what he does. He busts his ass. He may be annoying backstage. That's what people say. Like he's persistent. He's annoying. He's always bugging people. But give the man his due. He paid all of his dues and then some. He is now WWE champion. I read somewhere they wanted to save it for WrestleMania in Riyadh. They did it now. Who knows what they're doing backstage, but I'm happy for him. Sticks, what did you think?
Um, yeah, I am too. I believe as a man that has done it all, and I feel that we all know that if the unfortunate time of the future endeavorment were to ever happen, that man would not be a free agent for very long by if it wasn't his choice. Like if he wanted time off to be able to do stuff, he'd get it. But we all know, regardless if it be AEW, TNA, or even some of these up and coming like indie promotions like Major League Wrestling and all this stuff, he wouldn't be a free agent for very long. And that says something about it. It says something too that when you go on any social media post that thousands of wrestlers themselves are happy. I mean, I don't know if you saw the Killer Cross
Yeah.
part where he was in the middle of a press conference, found out, stood up and applauded.
Yeah.
That says something when you have that much respect and just how much it means to a lot of other wrestlers that you finally get your big moment to have. Like, I mean, it says so much. And the only thing that I'm kind of I'm sad about was like I saw the Kevin Owens post, and I really do wish he was there to be able to see it, regardless if he wasn't wrestling, but if he was just even backstage. I think that would have been one of the best things to have.
It's funny that you mentioned Kevin Owens because I was expecting, because of the NXT thing, right after Sammy winning that belt, Kevin Owens came out and turned on him and fucking powerbombed on April. I was like, Kevin Owens is gonna come on and attack him. Watch. I was waiting for that. Maybe I don't know. I think that the surprise of him winning the championship was more important. But I don't know. My WWE brain was thinking that. Caesar, we're talking Night of Champions. Did you have any thoughts on Sammy becoming champion or King Oba or Queen Io?
Yeah, Queen EO is good. Good for business. I was wondering how they were going to do that, and of course, she got cursed. So it was inevitable. I mean, he's cursed everybody else in the group. Uh, so had to. Um, Surprised Brock didn't show up. Um, Real surprised Brock didn't show up. Uh, and then Jay got enough time to make it look like he hurt Oba. Um, and then Sammy uh had to do it. He had to do it. I mean, but can he do it by himself? That's the real question. That's the real question. Can he win the title by himself and secure the legitimacy of the title?
And even if it's just for storyline, even if he's a transitional champion, I'm glad he got it. I'm glad he got it. He
Mhm.
can say he's got it. He's a Grand Slam champion as well.
Yep.
Uh, it was a great surprise. I know we have a ton of shit to get to tonight, but Caesar,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and I'm going to see in 60 seconds how many wrestlers you can guess. I'm going to pick a random action figure up, put it in front of me, and tell you one thing about them. Only one thing to see
Okay.
if you can get it. I'll tell
Okay.
you Styx's score afterwards. But let's see. I'm going to give you
Sure.
60 seconds. I have the timer right here. Okay.
Hmm.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, ready. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Three, two, one. Um, Now does a podcast with his wife.
Uh, Does a podcast with his wife. Zack Ryder. Okay. So
Mhm,
what? Oh,
mhm,
I
mhm.
gotta keep guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now does a pod. Oh, Undertaker.
Sorry. I didn't want to give you something too easy.
All right, cool. I
Uh,
forgot they're WWE. They're just in an NXT ring.
this this fucking idiot is teamed with your favorite AEW wrestler at the moment.
Fucking idiot is teamed with the favorite Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy.
I fuck Cesar with this one.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man.
yeah.
I'm sorry. It's my
Uh,
fault.
Takeshita.
No,
Hey,
Uh,
do you think you know him?
no, I got no idea.
that was a clue. Oh, that's my bad.
Oh,
That's a minute. It was Edge. It was that
okay,
Pope because Captain. But
Captain.
I didn't want to give you something super obvious because Sticks. I tried to give him curveballs too. Sticks got 5.
Okay,
You got 1.
yep.
But that was my fault. It's on me. And because of that, Cesar, I'm gonna give you a gift.
Okay,
I'm giving Cesar a gift because I've been staring at this thing for probably a year. I've never opened it once. And today's the day, gentlemen. Cesar, you get to see me taste Hennessy for the first time
first time.
ever. I don't know what it tastes like. The seal is still sealed. You can see it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
open it and take my first drink of Hennessy ever. It's been a while since I had a drink too, so this might
yeah.
get. I apologize if I ruin our friendships, but I'm about to open this right now. First time Hennessy drink. Oh boy.
Pod is gonna go off the rails now.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit is strong. Just the smell. All right.
Ooh.
It's gonna be better now that it's aged.
Please
Mm-hmm.
forgive me. Please forgive me if I say something. If I drop the N word, please forgive me. Okay. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. Like gin, it was smooth. It's smooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smooth.
Oh shit, my belly's warm.
Yeah. This nigga.
Uh-oh. Here we
He
go.
didn't just pee himself, did he?
Woo!
He didn't
Yeah.
just piss his pants,
Here we
did he?
go.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Hennessy Pod.
Oh God.
Okay. So, with that being said, I think it's time we ask a black man.
Okay.
Let me go
Julius,
grab my questions real quick.
Yep.
Julius Caesar. Who should be the second black president?
Uh, yeah. Fuck if I know. I know that nigga better be real, like Obeezy. Shit. Who should be the second? I mean, technically Mondani should be, but he's born a Muslim. Uh, shit. I don't even know. I don't even know.
I
But
can feel it all over my body right now.
yeah. But I tell you what, shit gonna bring Jeezy back out. Damn right.
Oh boy. Sticks, you want to fire one out?
Sure.
All right.
This is gonna be a two-parter, Cesar, so
Okay.
I apologize ahead of time. First off, what is the coalition's opinion on country music? And I will give you my second one. How do you and the coalition feel about people of color starting to take over country music?
Uh, so here we go. The coalition's view on country music is definitely uh I don't personally like country music, but some of the coalition do. Now, having said that, you damn right we like when niggas take over country music. Cause see, niggas take over the world. They taking over everything. They ain't taking hockey, but they taking over the world with the music and the functions of music and whatnot. And we respect it. I don't respect it, but we respect it and we move on. And we move on. But we do like niggers taking over the country.
Okay, gentlemen. So we have three pay-per-views to talk about. We
Hmm.
have the NXT Great American Bash. We have
Yep.
AEW's Forbidden Door, and we have TNA's Slammiversary. We are going to start off with NXT's a Great American Bash. Of course, I did
Hmm.
not watch all of it, but I did watch some of it. So I will kick it off and hand the ball to one of you. The Great American Bash. Damn, I am feeling that Hennessy. Man, I'm looser. I'm looser, baby. I'm looser. Okay. Wade and Vic on commentary. Ooka booka. No. Uh NXT champ Tony D versus Naraku Evil. Uh
Hmm.
with the trashiest ass finisher in all of WWE. One-eyed NXT champ definitely at a disadvantage here. Main title is the first match. Does that mean it's gonna suck? Despite his handicap, the NXT champion retains with his spinebuster in this relatively short, mediocre opening contest. Cesar, what do you think of this trash ass shit?
I didn't watch this shit.
I don't blame you, Sticks.
Um, I mean, I thought it was all right. I mean, I don't. I think we've talked about how uh, you kind of hinder wrestlers when they lose to wrestlers with either a disadvantage or an apparent injury. And if you have any kind of hopes, or what if you had any momentum with Evil coming in, you just basically squashed it with losing to a one-eyed man and a just I mean he Evil's had a trash ass finisher. He had one over in New Japan. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. He brought it over here. But of all the people that you could have got from New Japan, you brought him. I mean, I imagine the EO factor was probably with it, but he's not the greatest in-ring worker. So maybe you hope that a lot of time down at NXT will polish him off. But I was glad they got this out of the way. You wouldn't want this to be in the middle of the sandwich, but I mean, it was I mean, it wasn't a banger opener like NXT is really good known for, but I mean, it was an opener.
Something tells me the cross-eyed kid knew what he was in for, and he's like, let's just get this out of the way as soon as possible. Well, up next, for the women's North American Championship, we had Zarya versus Tatum Paxley. They headbutt during the intros. Tatum, just like a Japanese schoolgirl, the crowd is pro Zarya as she dominates Tatum. A unique ring apron offense from Tatum, trapping Zarya. The women of NXT shine and have a great back and forth match here. Tatum able to sunset flip bomb Zarya off the apron to the outside. Tatum hits a pair of cemetery drives, but Zarya still kicks out. Tatum kicks out of the spear F5 sequence, but then Zarya proceeds to beat the life out of Tatum, pin, and retain in what was a fire ass match. I loved it. These two brought it. This possibly should have been the kickoff of the NXT night. Cesar, did you catch this or no?
Yeah. I watched this.
Okay,
This match was great. Um, I didn't watch that the bullshit Tony D. I just didn't watch that shit. No. This match was good. Uh, both women showed up and showed out, as they should, on this kind of matchup we got going on around here. And what I liked about it was they didn't seem like they was giving up. They didn't seem like they were they were joking about anything. They didn't seem like they were doing work. But my real question is, where the hell is Booker T? Where the hell
exactly.
is
What
Booker?
happened to him?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's doing uh I don't know. Maybe he's in Let's Fucking Go and shit like that and working on his school of wrestling. I don't know. But yeah, man, Tatum hit them cemetery drives and Zarya hitting that spear and I was just like, good God, these ladies are doing the Lord's work. This should have been the match that kicked off the show, but hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at somebody had to beat a shitty ass 10-minute match that had to get got. But still, great job by these two ladies showing up, showing out, doing the Lord works. This gets the Caesar 316 of the night. Everybody got their shit in. I mean, everybody got their shit in, and then some more.
Yeah, Sticks, I gotta imagine this might be Tatum's swan song in NXT before she goes and helps out Psychotic Lyra. What did you think of the Women's North American Championship match?
Gentlemen, I think we we've watched, especially of us watching NXT, when we see wrestlers that we've talked about how they just had need a little bit of work, and then they'll be on the road to being like great superstars. I feel like all of us, we kind of have like that proud like father moment. And I got that feeling watching Tatum Paxley. Like we watched her put that work in from the beginning to then having to go. She put work in TNA, and then we see her do having this match where she went out there, was damn near flawless, looked phenomenal, is now a legit threat in a super stacked and deep just WWE women's division. I mean, we just throw it all in there. She can go out there and hold her own with a Rhea Ripley, with an EO, with whoever, insert name here. She can go out there, have a great match, and I mean, we would all feel happy for her because we've saw her start at like the bottom and put the work in and seeing just her growing and flourish. And I thought this was the match of the night. I thought both these women went out there and just killed it. Zaria's a woman's powerhouse that could damn near do just about anything. Just needs a little bit more WWE work, and I mean she's going to be a threat on the main roster. I think we're going to start seeing that now, and just see these two women go out there and just I thought all the women on the NXT card just smashed it.
Yeah,
Just
hopefully they don't waste her. Up next is Toothless Aggression himself, Mr. NXT, Shiloh Hill versus Tristan Angels, Mr. England. Order, order. Tristan gets Wade's juices flowing, by the way.
Mm.
This whole Mr. NXT storyline these two have been in is about as meaningless as Booker T versus Edge over a shampoo sponsorship. But hey, you gotta start your career off somewhere. I watched the first like 4 minutes of this, and then I guess they went under the ring and Shiloh put on a mask and said something weird. Then I had to turn it to AEW. So Sticks, fill in the blanks here for this match.
yeah, it was kind of a little weird. They had that, and then Tristan made it out, and then like Shiloh was just right there, so it made it look like it was kind of like people thought it was Shiloh, but yet they kind of made it look like it might have been two different people. I don't know. I mean, Shiloh, he's creative. Of course, he went on to win. He got the sash. They interviewed him afterwards, talked about how if you underestimate Shiloh Hill, it's gonna be a big mistake. Um, I get a little bit of Bray Wyatt-ish vibes from Shiloh. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, obviously he's super young, super green. We'll see where this goes. He From what I've seen so far of him, he's got talent. So I mean, it's just a matter of polishing the diamond and molding it to hopefully what they could use, what he could be. Um, Tristan Angels, he's got that cockiness. He's got that foreign cockiness. So if the in ring work can stay with the character work, he'll have a niche in WWE. So all in all, it was an okay match. I mean, Shiloh gets a dub, and they keep the momentum going with him. So it's all right.
All right, Cesar, what'd you think of this? Shiloh versus Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan had the advantage early, and then yeah, Shiloh, I don't know, he did something. And then yeah, the mask shit. What the fuck was that? What was he doing? If it was him, if it wasn't him, what was he doing? Uh, so I don't know. But still, he got the mask, he got the dub, and he got the win. They interviewed him afterwards, and yeah, they were just like Shiloh's weird and Shiloh's whatever, and so this is just the next chapter in Shiloh, and yeah, that was it. And I was just like, I don't get it, but I'm a ride with it, and so there it was.
Okay. Well, up next we have Ren Sinclair versus Ariana Gray, Speed Championship. Cesar, tell me about this shit.
Oh yeah, so Speed Championship, they came out, they locked it up, uh, and they were throwing their jabs and doing all their stuff really, and they were cooking, but they didn't really get cooking until like minute three and a half.
Was it 5 minutes?
Really? Yeah, yeah, it was 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was five regular speed matches are 3 minutes,
Mhm.
and then other matches are like 5 minutes. And it really didn't crack off until like they were going at it. And then so Ren tried to punch Charlie,
Mhm.
and so then Ariana Grace was like playing possum, and then she rolled her up for the win, and then Ren rolled her back for that submission that she does,
Mhm.
and that's how she got the win. And then it was a pretty good match. It was, quick little 5 minutes. And then yeah, so Ren got the win, and then so there you go.
Okay. Sticks was were the 5 minutes worth watching, or was this a time killer Jones?
No,
No, it was
it's
worth
worth
watching.
watching.
It was
It's
worth
worth
watching.
watching. Ren has come a long way. She's starting
Hmm.
to form and to build up her own. You see the potential with her. Speed Championship is a good title for her to have to start off to see how she's gonna hold a championship, and I think she's done well with it so far. And I could see it parlaying into maybe a North American Championship shot down the road. But she's great in the ring. Ariana, she's building up her own too. I mean, she's doing good. The character work's still great, still better than the in ring, but the in ring work is respectable. I mean, it's good. It held its own in this match, so it was a good 4-ish minute match. I mean, it didn't go the
Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes, but it was a good 4-ish minute match.
Okay, well, according to this, the next match was the Ninja on Ninja match. Of course, the downfall of Dark State. We had the Sugar Man versus Dion Lennox. How did it go? Let me ask the whitest man here. Sticks, how did it go?
This was a good match. Sugar, man, they got something with him. He's got some great in ring work, and he's got some unorthodox moves too. I thought it was a great back and forth. The guys on commentary talked about how the difference between both is that Dion is a more thought creative guy. Like he plans everything out, where Sugar goes on just straight emotions, and they feel like that was his downfall and Dark State. And you can kind of see that. You can see that in the ring. Like he was just going on pure emotion, and a lot of times that works out. But Dion, you got to have smarts in that. And towards the end, other two members of Dark State came out. Of course, everybody talked about how Sugar took them out each one by one. Well, then they shed their casts and their slings, and they had a little bit of not interference, but just distraction. But Sugar was able to overcome, got the pin, but then he got jumped.
Mhm.
And he had already come in with like a lower back kind of injury, and they continue to work on that. But I mean, we're far from this story being done, but it was big for Sugar to get that dub, and he looks really good. Like they have something in Sugar now. If that parlays to him overcoming Dark State, I think that'd be really huge for him, especially if he's got the talent to be able to take that and parlay that into something bigger. That's TBD. But I mean, right now in that match, it was a really good ninja on ninja match. Um, can't go wrong. I mean, Sean Cross-Eyed Kid did the right thing. He put that in the middle of the card. Wants you to he brings you in with that America versus China match. Then he starts laying the groundwork, and then he brings you to the Ninja on Ninja, and then we keep flowing afterwards.
I would argue it was Italy versus Japan, but I digress. Now to the Hennessy Ronin himself. Your thoughts on the Ninja on Ninja match of the
Yeah,
night?
man. Sugars definitely had the unorthodox style, and I don't know why he bought a bat to the ring, but hey, you can have bats all you want, as long as it's not a sting bat. Uh, just
It's
whatever
like
you want.
garlic to a vampire. If he brings the bat, it'll keep Sting away.
Yeah. So just as long as you don't bring sting bat. Um, but yeah, Sugars was definitely using the on unorthodox style. And he was just flowing, man. He just looked like he was just in the ring doing work, doing dirt. And I like that about Sugars. You know what? I changed my mind on Sugars, man. I mean, Sugars is growing on me a little bit. Um, but anyway, yeah, Dion Lennox had a plan, and it did seem like he had a plan. He had a plan of exactly what he was going to do and exactly what he was going to go. And then when Dark State came out, Sugars got the win, and Sugars got the win, right? Yeah, Sugars got the win, and then Dark State obviously jumped him, uh, and took him out. But what you gonna do? Sugars gets the victory, and then Dark State wins the war. So I don't see this being over anytime soon. Um, but still, good shit. Good shit.
Wow, it sounds like Caesar likes his NXT with some sugar, perhaps. No, never mind. It's the Hennessy talking. Up next, we had Miles Bourne defending his North American Championship against Tavion Heights. Uh, Caesar, thoughts and who won?
Yeah. This was possibly the match of the night. Um,
Better than the women?
no, possibly. No, it's
All
not
right,
better.
all
It's
right,
not better than the
all
women.
right.
It's not obviously better, but uh this was match of the night. And oh I sorry, I should say almost match of the night.
Uh,
Yeah, there we go. So I like this match. And then Tavion, I liked what Tavion did. He had a chip on his shoulder the whole match. And then he finally shook Miles Bourne's hand at the end of the match. So I did appreciate that. Um, but yeah. He went to war with Miles Bourne, and them dudes put on a clinic. Um, there was all types of fuckery in this match, and I pretty much liked it. This match, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing like I could say like anything else like was wrong with it. But I mean, come on, son. These dudes put on a show. They put on a clinic, and they were they were the match of the. I mean, they were almost the match of the night. I mean, literally, you can't say anything wrong about it.
and Miles retained.
Yeah, Miles retained. Miles retained with the damn finisher that he does, and then like right after the match, he shook his hand. He was just like, "All right, I see why you the champ. I see why you the champ." And then shook his hand, and then went on to the back, and then Miles celebrated.
All right, Def Orton with the dub sticks. My question to you, along with your thoughts, was the crowd hot for this?
I thought they were, and I thought they warmed up more the longer the match went.
Hmm.
Um, I definitely understand like Tavion having that chip on his shoulder because I mean he kind of is the forgotten one out of them. I mean, Miles broke off, had the crowd behind him, became North American champion. Charlie left, and Ren got hitched up with hitched her wagon, became good friends with
Kendall.
Gray, Coach
Yep.
Kendall, and then left Tavion.
Hmm.
And I thought this was a coming out party for Tavion. Like this match showed the potential that there is in Tavion. And now it's up to Cross-Eyed Kid to take this momentum off this great match and to not squander it. Like Tavion could be a future North American champion with some more matches and some more championship match bright lights shining on him. Him and Def Orton went out there and put on a fucking show. Like Cesar said, there's not anything else I can add to this. I'm just that both these guys showed what, I guess if you want to say what Charlie Dempsey saw in them, but both guys now with the no quarter crackers all gone by broke up. You saw what all these pieces, what was seen in them, and these guys went out there and had one hell of a match. This was like Cesar said, this was one of the matches that could have been match of the night, and it was just, you're splitting hairs. Like it's a good card when you can say that you had 2 to 3 to 4 matches that were possible match of the nights. That just shows you how great of a card you had, and you had it on basic ass TV. Like you didn't have to pop, you didn't have to have a Peacock membership, you didn't have to plunk $30 to $40 down. Like you can get your goddamn rabbit ears pointed to the southwest or northeast to get the CW network. Man, you had a damn good show on a Sunday, man, and this card showed it so far.
You got Styx's girlfriend like holding the tinfoil up this way, and Styx at the other side holding the shit.
had it mounted on like the ball of the American flag, pointing towards like fucking Pluto, and it was able to bounce it off fucking Saturn's fucking rings, and was able to get like fucking partial fucking snow with a little bit of fucking color.
So when I looked at this match card and I saw the 6 matches, there were 2 matches I really wanted to see, and they were both the women's matches. And I got to see one, which is great. And then I saw the main event. I was like, damn, I'm gonna miss this one. I hope it's good. For the NXT Women's Championship, we had Kendall Gray versus defending champion Lola Vice with the Cholula Green Sticks. Was this main event worthy? And what did I miss?
100% it was.
100%.
You had like the build up. You had 2 women cross over, like from different. Like you had Lola, MMA fighter, Kendall, just fucking mat wrestling chick, and they met in the main event for the richest prize in NXT. It started off good. I mean, both women were grappling, were doing technical. Then Lola opened it up, man. She did the strikes. Was taking Kendall, was giving a little bit of punishment to Kendall, but then Kendall answered back. Like Kendall showed that she could strike too. This match was great back and forth. This was just awesome. Both women gave and took and gave. Towards the end, the wave of momentum started turning to Kendall, and I thought the best part of the match, and kind of a symbol for this match, Lola hit the spinning back fist on Kendall, and she bounced into the rope, and then she hit the spinning elbow that caught Lola. Both fell, and then both women just exhaustedly put each hand on each other for like a double pin, and both just like not really kicked out, but just kind of rolled to get to stop the count. And then Kendall hit the Shades of Gray off. I think it was like the second turnbuckle to pick up the dub. This was a great match. It is.
Yeah, the NXT women's division is miles ahead of the men's division by far. So thankfully they did main event. I think they'll main event again. Cesar, speaking of main events, we just had one. We had the women. We had the ass shaker with a Cholula.
The green.
Versus Kurt Angle's favorite woman, Kendall Gray. What'd you think of this shit?
I mean, these women put on a clinic. And then I like the spot where like she hit her with the rolling elbow and she came back. And then I also like the spot where it was like It was fuck, what was it? It was something else. I mean, th these guys put on a clinic. I mean, they were just like a bit better than everybody else. What does this mean for Lola though? And what does this mean for Kendall? I mean, is Tuesday going to come back around? And then are they going to be like, you know what, whatever, whatever? Or are they going to run it back? Are they seriously going to run it back? Like, you going to be like, yo, all right, fine, you owe me my rematch, bitch. Um, I mean, we proved to Kaylani and them that we's the top and that we's the best, and so we got to figure this shit out. Um, but yeah, man, these two women showed up, showed out, put their shit on the line, um, and definitely worthy of the main event. Um, I can't remember if the crowd was hot for this. I wasn't even listening to the crowd. Like I was just hyped. I was like, God damn, like these bitches is going. Um, she pulled the stretch down. She put the shades of gray on her. And then, like I said, man, like these two women showed out and showed off. And so you can't go wrong with it.
Nice. Okay. Well, now that NXT is done with, let me between segments.
Okay. Here
Between
we go.
segments, all right.
Here we go.
Not gonna try and get too crazy here, but I gotta put some flavor on the tripod here.
Mm-hmm. Dum, 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 dum.
Sticks,
Man, Mrs. Van Green gonna have to watch herself because I feel there's gonna be some Latino heat coming out of this tripod after we're
Yeah.
done
it's gonna
recording.
be it's gonna be an interesting night. Uh, okay. So before we move on to the next segment, we are gonna once again play Erase, Push, and Peak. This time, it's with three famously well endowed gentlemen.
God.
We have the animal, Bautista.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Ric Flair and old sweet dick himself, Tyler Bate.
Oh shit.
These are Peak, Push, Erase. What say you, brother man?
What say you? All right, so I mean, you gotta have Ric Flair.
For what?
I don't know. Oh,
The man with a
well,
legendary number, thousands of he.
you can all be first, but you can't be last. Or
That's
something like
right. That's what that old man said at a fucking party the other day.
that. Mm-hmm. Uh, I'm gonna pick Push Flair, and then yeah, then you gotta fucking
Remember, you got to erase somebody from history
yeah, no, I know.
and then peek at someone's doc.
So you gotta push Flair, you gotta peak Tyler Bate, and then you can get rid of Batista.
The animal has been deleted from history. With
Yeah.
Tyler, we get to see how why he keeps getting all the great bitches out there.
Hmm.
Sticks, same question, my friend.
Uh, Pushing Tyler Bate, peaking Ric Flair, and definitely erasing Batista.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You're peeking at Flair. All right.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you can look at that and be like, "Hey, this is damn near like a national artifact."
Yeah.
But you got to push Tyler Bate because look at his resume so far at this young man's age. Big,
Yeah.
strong boy is going to possibly still put up some numbers. Now, I mean, he might not be doing in-ring stuff, but he working that backstage. And we all know, big, strong boy backstage. Them numbers ain't staying. They ain't staying where they're at. Those numbers are only going to grow.
This is gonna make me look bad when he dies, but I gotta be different. I gotta be different. I'm going to erase Ric Flair from history. Why? Because I think the longer he lives, the more he's destroying his legacy. And we're so close from the Me Too that's gonna put him in jail and have Triple H wipe his memory from fucking WWE Network altogether anyway. I'm
Yeah.
erasing Ric Flair's history. He can, you know what, get rid of all his STDs. Maybe he won't have a drinking problem if he's been beaten up in the head for all these years. Ric Flair, you're gone from wrestling history, not existence. Just your legacy is gone. Go work at Walmart. I'm pushing Tyler Bate. I agree with Sticks. He's young. He's got a long career ahead of him. He's doing great with or without a mask. He's building his roster. And we have to answer the question that's plagued the SRAP since its existence. I will look and report about Bautista's doc. Okay. That being said, I think one of us watched TNA Slammiversary, so that
Hmm.
one of us is going to report Caesar. Okay, so the night started off. Speaking of Cedric Alexander,
There we
Amazing
go.
Red, Fabian Eichner, Frankie Kazarian, Casey Navarro, Leon Slater, and Mr. Elegance in an Ultimate X match. Caesar, what say you?
Let me see here. Let me see. Let me get my notes.
Oh shit.
Let me get my notes. Oh yeah, first thing Kazarian tries to do is everybody's on the outside and it's just him in the ropes. And this nigga decides to climb the ropes. And first thing in the match, he's climbing the ropes trying to get the title. Greatest shit ever. Greatest shit ever. Amazing Red keeps him from from grabbing it. And then everybody jumps back in the ring. Navarro drops Slater. Uh, Navarro catches the cable. Slater catches him. And then he goes for another 305 and sends that nigga flying. Fabian Eichner and Amazing Red, all them try to scale the ropes at the same time.
Mhm.
It's Fabian Eichner, Amazing Red, Frankie Kazarian, and Cedric Alexander. And then they're all climbing their way. Uh and then they're making their way downtown. You know what I'm saying? Walking fast. You know what I'm talking about. Mr. Yeah, Mr. Elegance makes his way to the title, and then Casey Navarro drags him down, and then hits him with the blessing in disguise, and then Amazing Red slams Navarro into a DDT with the code red. And then oh, so that shit was gangster. Then he slams what's the other cracker's name? God damn it, there was too many niggas in this match.
Casey Navarro, Leon
Nope.
Slater, Mr.
Leon Slater.
Elegant.
He
Oh,
slams he slams that cracker with the code red. And then Amazing Red dives first on the apron. Kazarian connects with the back elbow. Cedric charges at Kazarian into a shoulder reel into the into the post. And then what happens next? Oh, then on the final, KC finally gets Amazing Red. They're climbing on the jank. They grab the title at the same time, right? And then they're hanging down. And then Slater gets the win, and then Cedric Alexander steals the belt. So he lands first on the mat because he just had the belt and he was still hanging on the ropes.
yeah.
And Cedric steals the belt and then climbs out of the ring, and then that's how he wins.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's how he won the match. And then Frankie Kazarian shouts out Amazing Red after the match. And then after the match, they had a thing for Amazing Red, and he's gonna be first inducted into the Hall of Wrestling for the after the match.
Well, I need to hear the Caesarism that we all know. Who got fucked up the most?
Shit. Who got fucked up the most? Because the Code Reds hurt.
It wasn't Cedric Alexander, was it?
No, 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 no. It wasn't Cedric Alexander. And so that's what made it really, really funny is because he didn't get fucked up the most. But usually, you know the rules. You know the rules. That shit was really, really crazy. And yeah, it wasn't Cedric Alexander. I say it was probably Casey Navarro, um,
Wow.
which was weird. But yeah, he didn't have the rules.
Okay. Okay. Well, up next it says Elijah faced all
Oh yeah.
money, money,
Money,
money.
money. So he had
AJ.
a lawyer with him. And so yeah, money, money, money. And then Elijah drops knee strike. He drops him with a knee strike and he goes for a cover. Francis kicks out. But yeah, it was the sweet Tennessee whiskey. Uh, and then he goes for the destroyer. He goes for that destroyer he does. And then he flips over and then crushes Elijah with a moonsault. And Elijah kicks out at two. Now look, let me tell you, that moonsault, it was pretty good. It was pretty,
He got
pretty
in
good.
shape, huh? AJ Francis is in shape
Yeah,
now, right?
yeah, he's in good shape.
Hmm.
Um, and then where was I? He hosts him up to the top rope, dives down for the highwayman's farewell, and
Hmm.
then goes for the cover, and then kicks out, and then rolls him up for the pin because the referee was distracted, kicks him in the dick, and then goes for the Styles Clash, and then Elijah kicks out at two. So I mean, everybody just using the Styles Clash, I guess. I don't know, whatever. And then Elijah shows back up, hits him with the Drift Destroyer, and then seals the win. So he got all his IP back.
Up next was the open challenge by Mustafa Ali. Who
Oh yeah.
answered this open challenge? Mustafa Ali is actually buffer and he has a
Mhm.
haircut. So
Yeah.
who answered this open challenge for the international championship?
So big homie Swan came out looking good, looking good. I mean, he cut the hair, he cut the stash. It's not nappy no more. He looks like in shape. I was like, oh shit. I said, hold up, hold on. I was spending 10 minutes confused. Like I was just like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this man? And then out comes Yuha Nation. Now I
Mm.
know y'all looking at me weird. Maybe not. I don't know. But Yuha Nation comes out and so there we go. That's who it is, aka Apollo Crews.
Mhm.
So Yuha Nation comes out and then they dump they dump Ali out the ring and then they fight between themselves. Ali grabs Swan and drives him down with a Styles Clash. Goddamn Styles
Again,
Clash in every fucking match. Goddamn Styles Clash.
what
And
gets more
then
disrespected, the 450 or the Styles Clash?
I don't know. I don't know, but there was a 450 in this one.
Jeez.
So, so Swan sets up for the back Ali cutter. Ali blocks him, drives him down for a power bomb. He goes for a cover. Yuha breaks it up. And then he German suplexes everybody in the ring. He German suplexes Rich Homie Swan, German suplexes Ali, German suplexes Rich Homie Swan, German suplexes Ali, then German suplexes both of them. And then he's like, I'm tired. Cheeseburger. You know how that is. So then Rich Homie Swan and then Ali trade blows. They hold him up. Then Special Agent Zero comes out at the end of the match, and then Rich Homie Swan with the backslide, and then he secures the pinfall, known as Ali secures the pinfall over Rich Homie Swan, and that's how we get rid of that match.
Up next is Moose
Moose.
versus
Oh,
Eddie Edwards in
Moose.
a no surrender match. Caesar, what is a no surrender match?
So pretty much a no surrender match is you got to throw the towel in. So JDC
Oh,
and
okay.
Trisha Edwards has a towel, right? And then you could throw the towel in, and that's how the match ends.
Okay.
Hey, leave it to TNA. Leave it to TNA. They're gonna find a way to set up a match. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Eddie Edwards charges at Moose. Uh, Moose power bombs Eddie Edwards into the steel post, and then all around the steel sets. And then Moose hoists Eddie's up. Eddie comes out, and then Moose sends first into the steel steps. Uh, Moose drives. I mean, Moose is just beating his ass right now.
Mhm.
Moose is just driving down Eddie Edwards with a senton. Eddie Edwards topples over the ropes and then pulls a table from under the ring. And then so this table spot set up for a table spot earlier that they were going to use later in the match. And I'll just get to it. Uh so right here, Eddie Edwards zip ties Moose to the ropes. So then Moose has his white wife and black child uh uh grabbed by Eddie Edwards, right? And so, first of all, they're like, Moose, you zip tied to the ropes. How you gonna save your white wife? And then, so he's just beating her ass. Well, I mean, theoretically, right? And then he grabs that nigga's little kid, grabs the nigga little kid, and then so the little nigga
Wait, they were in the audience and they threw them over the fucking barricade?
yeah,
Like Brock Lesnar, Dominic Mysterio style?
yeah. Yeah,
Shit. The
it was no,
woman
it was no DQ.
and the kid? How old was the kid?
I don't know. He's like 14 or something.
Oh my God, they're getting who called the police?
Nobody. It was a no DQ match.
Jeez.
Fucking, and let me get this. So Dirty Dango's just hanging out there with a
Yeah, what
fucking
the hell is
towel.
he
Didn't
doing?
do anything to help
No,
out.
he was beaten up. Sorry, so he was beaten up.
Jeez.
But yeah. They just grabbed this nigga. They grabbed this nigga, and Eddie Edwards had him in the power bomb, right? And then and then so he had him in his nigga in the power bomb, and then this nigga hit him in the dick. And so then Moose powers up. He hulks up. And he's like, rah. And then so he beats the dog shit out of Eddie Edwards, right? I mean the dog shit. He spears this nigga and then spears this nigga through the he spears this nigga through the table. Not through the table. He spears this nigga through the with the chain on and spears that nigga twice. And then sets him up on the table. And Trisha already throws the towel. She throws the towel, right? She goes, I'm sorry, Moose. I'm sorry. I respect you too much. Nah, come on, nigga. Moose ain't going for that. So then he spears that bitch and that nigga through the table. Through the damn table. After they threw in the towel. He was like spitting up blood. And so then that's when the shit ended and Moose was like raised up and he won. Yeah, but they grabbed his bitch.
What happened to the white wife? You said what happened to her?
Oh yeah, she got fucked up outside the ring
By who?
by Trisha Edwards.
Oh, okay. She
Yeah,
never
yeah.
got her comeuppance from
Yeah,
that?
yeah. She got her comeuppance and
Oh,
then she got slapped by Trisha Edwards and then they put her in the ring and then Moose fucked him up.
oh my God. They
Yeah.
went all out for that shit.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it was pretty much like the match of the night. I mean, I would watch
That
this
might be
match.
the one I go back and watch.
Yeah, like you need to watch this. You
That
need
is
to watch this
crazy.
shit because yeah, because JDC wanted to throw in the towel. Moose stops him from doing it. JD's wife tries to throw in the towel and then attacks and then Edwards attacks JDC. And then so that's what happens and Moose breaks free to zip ties. And then and yeah, spears Edwards again and then they throw him in the towel and then they and then he drops Edwards with a stunner and then Moose throw them niggas in the table.
I want to watch that one over the Ultimate X match.
Yeah. Yeah, that match was great.
Up next was Zaya Brookside versus Lei Ying Lee
So
for the
this
TNA.
surprised me. Because I haven't really been watching lately. Lee kicks out and then face first into the exposed turnbuckle and then Brookside drives her down with the dark side to secure the pinfall. So Brookside actually wins, and then
Man, they're just giving that title to anybody.
anybody, anybody, like every 3 months. Oh, and then fucking what's her name? She came out and she said that the knockouts are getting a um tag team champ, or they're getting a championship. So
Who
the
came out?
knockouts are getting a X Division championship.
And, well, I thought I read it. I thought I saw a picture. It was a TV championship,
Is it a TV or is
television.
it a X
I think
Division?
it says on the belt KO and then TV.
But the main event was Nick Nemeth versus TNA champion Mike Santana, of course, for the
Yeah,
TNA
buddy.
championship. How did this
Yeah.
go down?
So this went down. Santana kicks out at one. Santana connects a super kick for a spin the block, and then he couldn't do it. So like it was just like, ooh. And then like he powered down at one because like he set him up for a super kick, danger zone, and then yeah, when he kicked out at one, he kicked all the way out. Like he kicked out and tipped up at the same time, and then like you was like, oh shit. And then so Nick was like, what the fuck is he on? And then like he went for the super kick, and then he went for the spin the block. As soon as he spun around, like he just ran out of energy and then like fell flat. And then Nick got the TNA, he got the TNA title. And so now everybody's talking about obviously Santana's done and he's gonna be going up to NXT.
Yeah, I heard rumors that WWE was interested in signing him once his deal is up.
Yeah.
Good for him. I mean, another fucking TNA talent leaving TNA.
Yeah.
It's
I
crazy
mean,
how many people have left, either called up to WWE or just fucking left altogether. Okay, so you know what that means.
yeah, there we go.
All right, here we go. Getting
God,
smoother, getting smoother. All right.
yeah, you about to
Sticks,
drink and drive when you call.
Sticks, you get to go first to ask a black man. Ask your question first while I get a little warm inside.
All right. I need your personal opinion, Caesar, but I also need the coalition's opinion.
All right.
Do you guys still claim Tyler Perry, or has he finally jumped the shark?
Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is like he's like a mythical dragon kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? He's not invited to the coalition, but it's still good to have him on. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just have him on in the background. You know what I'm saying? And then you look up and you're like, damn, that damn Tyler Perry. That damn Tyler Perry. And that's about it. That's about it. You put him on in the background. I mean, that man puts on a moo and I'm transported. You know what I'm saying? And then Medea and all that other good stuff. That just happens to go along in the background. Yeah.
Well, I got two questions left here.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I wonder if I should choose that. You know what? I'll choose this one. Why not? I got the Hennessy one. Caesar, of all the names they could have named it,
Mm-hmm.
there is a movie in 1991 by
Okay.
Spike Lee. He
Yeah.
chose to name it something weird, and I
Mm-hmm.
want your opinion on why they named this movie Jungle Fever.
Oh man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's Jungle Fever. Because he's got
Why
jungle fever.
Jungle
She got
Fever?
jungle fever. They got jungle fever. And they're in love. Because he's got jungle fever. They got jungle fever. They got jungle fever. And they're in love. Yeah. What's wrong with jungle fever? What's
Why
wrong?
Jungle Fever? Doesn't that seem like the most fucking racist thing ever? Because, okay, he made a movie starring Wesley Snipes, the blackest
Yeah.
man alive, and a
Yeah.
white chick nobody has ever heard from again. The
Nope.
movie was named Jungle Fever. Is that what they call when a black man and a white woman hook up? Is that what they call it? Why was it called Jungle Fever?
Wait. You don't know this?
No, that's why I'm asking a black man.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. They called it Jungle Fever. How did you not know this?
That's why I'm asking.
Okay. They're sure. Yeah, they called it Jungle Fever. Uh, that's what it was called. I don't know,
You see, you don't know either.
but they called it Jungle Fever.
I thought it specifically meant when a black man chooses a
Well,
white
yeah, it
woman to
is.
smash.
It
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 is?
is. Yeah, it is
Okay, all right. So that's the definition that
of Jungle Fever.
Spike
Yeah.
Lee's like, you know what? We're calling this movie Jungle Fever because that's what it's going to be called from now on.
Yeah, it's called Jungle Fever, and that works with any black man and Asian woman. Uh, yeah, I mean, think about it. They both in the jungle too. They both in the jungle together. It should be jungle,
So
but I mean, they call it Jungle Fever.
on black.com, is there a porn category that says Jungle Fever? Or it's just known that it is Jungle Fever and we don't have to say it because
Yeah, because
we
it's
evolved.
black.com. It's just
Yeah.
yeah, it's just on
It's to
black.com.
be understood that Jungle
Yeah,
Fever will be watched by somebody.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. I had to ask.
yeah. Okay.
The other question's boring. I thought this one would be more
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah. No, it's funny.
Okay.
He said
So
he said the Hennessy bottle.
so we have a fuck ton to get to. I don't even want to go through detail by detail. We're gonna be here all night. I'll
Yep.
try to speed it up because we have 9 matches. I'm not talking about the pre-show. Fuck the pre-show. AEW Forbidden Door in San
Mhm.
Jose, by the way.
Yeah.
We kick things off with a triple threat tag, no ladders. The Young Bucks versus Titan or Titan and
Teton.
Shingo versus the Sky Team. The crowd goes nuts for this flippity dippity shit. Lots of sloppy spots, 400 super kicks, 30 Canadian destroyers, and a Meltzer driver later. The Bucks win. It was a fun match with zero substance, zero stakes, but again, they got the crowd excited. Caesar, what did you think of the first match of Forbidden Door?
I thought that it was a big night for AEW.
Okay.
And so yeah, it was a big night for AEW.
He didn't
It
watch
was it was just
Dix, what'd you think?
it was a big night for AEW. Like I don't understand like how the hell can you not answer that question? Nobody won except one match and it didn't involve an AEW guy.
So they're calling it Jungle no, Sticks.
Yeah.
Sticks, we kicked things off with a triple threat tag. It was a fun match. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was definitely one of those that it was a spot fest. A lot of, I mean, there was a lot of aerial moves, stuff like that. I mean, it was a good match to start off with because it got the crowd hot with all the flippy dippies, the super kicks, all that stuff. Of course, I mean, the Bucks are gonna win. I mean, you had this. I mean, that's how you're gonna start this off. I mean, there wasn't gonna be any way they were gonna lose to a tag team that is made up of, like those guys even said it was like they're part of this Unbound company that's basically remnants of the Bullet Club and LIJ. I mean, so it's basically just the club of rejects that basically has it. And you got Mystico and his heir apparent. I mean, those guys held up. I mean, they're coming off of a Ring of Honor. I become a Ring of Honor tag team champs. So, I mean, they ain't gonna win it because they just got more gold. So, what do? You go with old reliable Super Kick Party and the middle-aged AARP Bucks pick up the dub.
This was like the key jingling of the pay-per-view. Like, look at it. Because up next, I think Cesar got excited. I gotta imagine this could be his beer cheese match of the night because we had, by the way, big ups to the Japanese announcer. I loved him throughout the night. Zaka Sabre Jr. versus the Omega Man himself, the cleaner, the
Mhm.
best bout machine, Kenny Omega, showing up with all his diverticulitis. This is about as close to a Chris Benoit versus AJ Styles match as we will ever get. What a great match we have here. I love how Zack Sabre countered the Snapdragon suplex into a Fujiwara armbar. Just fucking amazing. He turns Omega's running knee into an ankle lock. He turns a one-winged angel into a triangle choke, but ultimately Omega puts Zack Sabre away with the one-wing angel. My notes do not do this justice. This was a fucking amazing match between two professionals. I think Zack Sabre should have won. But Sticks, what did you think of Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kenny Omega?
Oh, this hands down what I thought was the best match of the weekend. I mean,
Mhm.
these guys, Zack Sabre Jr., I feel is continue to be the most underrated, just even wrestler. Like we can talk about technical wrestlers, but just wrestler in himself. Like I'm glad that they talked about how he is a great technical wrestler, but he stayed working in the dojo to be able to pick up strikes. And like even Nigel talked about it when he faced him over in New Japan like a year ago. Like he knew he couldn't grapple with them last stuff, so he had to work. He had to go get a strike based attack with him. And does it still work? It does for a little bit, but I believe Zach has picked up with that, and he showed it in this match. And he's if there's any shiny this ray of light for New Japan is still Zack Sabre Jr. Like everybody has left. Like I told my girlfriend this. Like I mean, I don't know if you guys had the same opinion when they started doing the Forbidden Door pay-per-views. I thought it was only a matter of time for AEW was just going to drain New Japan of their big name talents and bring them over to the United States. And guess what? Most of their big name talents are gone. Like you have a few that might be left, but they're not great wrestlers that are even in their prime or they're way past their prime. The only one they still got is Zack Sabre Jr. And this match showed like he went out there, and I mean, they obviously they showed they talked about it. He was 0-2 going against Kenny Omega. Damn if I would have thought that because he went out there and he fucking wrestled this guy like his goddamn life depended on it. Like he owed the man rent money and he didn't have the money. So he was going fucking yank it. And Omega was in a war. I mean, these guys went at it. This was a hell of a match to have as a second match. Um, Zack Sabre Jr. continued to show why he's the most underrated wrestler, I think, on the planet Earth. I mean, I think if he were to ever come over to the United States, I think he would be one of the most talked about wrestlers. And I think I think it's criminal that he doesn't get more respected, the more respect that he deserves. And his name isn't thrown in there with like the best wrestlers on the planet. And I thought this match showed that he could hold his own, not only against. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are going to say Kenny Omega isn't Kenny Omega, but I mean, Kenny Omega's still out there fucking wrestling. He's still out there putting moves. He's still out there doing great things. And I thought Zack Sabre Jr. showed his name deserved to be in the hat and in the drawing with the best wrestlers. He could go out there and face anybody and put on a hell of a show. And he did that last night against Kenny.
Yeah, Cesar, this is only match two of nine, and
Mhm.
we're getting this match. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't just fucking turn the TV off after
I should
watching
have. I should have.
Zach versus Kenny. What did you think of this?
This match, Stick said it perfectly. He said that Zack Sabre Crackle is the most underrated wrestler, not to win the G1 and not to win the No, you won that. Um, but come on, man. Come on, man. Like this guy is so good that he just literally turned everything Kenny was possibly throwing at him into a reversal, into a a switch up, a tie up, uh a wrestling move, like whatever he was doing. And then he got good at striking. All right. So like his package is pretty much complete because this guy, man. I mean, I literally should have turned my TV off after watching this and then maybe watching the Swerve uh Osprey match. But I mean, this dude's too good. He's too good. He's too good. Like done.
He should
Done.
be multiple time
Champion.
IWGP champion by now.
Yeah. Multiple time, and then multiple time AEW champ, and then multiple time WWE champ, and then multiple time uh
TNA.
undisputed champ. Fucking, I don't care, bro. Like, get this man all the scraps that he deserves, and he won't.
Well, up next was for the Continental Championship. I'm not going to go over everything. Mox versus Bandito. I haven't been watching Dynatrash on a regular basis, so I'm not fully in tune with why these two are fighting. But at a pay-per-view called Forbidden Door, wouldn't it make sense to have the Ring of Honor champion face a New Japan guy? Anyway, it was good. Don't sleep on Bandito. He's great. Of course, mass shenanigans. Bandito kicks out of a death driver, but ultimately passes out from a bulldog rear naked choke. Mox retains sportsmanship, and it was a good match. I'm glad I watched it, but again, it's Mox. He's unless you got a microphone, he ain't losing. Cesar, what'd you think?
I mean, this was a good Mox match. I mean, lately he's been having good matches.
Mhm.
Like, it's crazy. Um, but I mean, hey, I mean, it was just a good match.
Yeah. Sticks, what did you think of this match?
I can't add anything more. It was a great match. I mean, I thought it helped build more stock in Bandito. Mox is out here, I think, doing work to help elevate people, and for the most part, he's kind of done it. I mean, Bandito had some fire coming in with this, like I mean, Ring of Honor champion. I mean, I think they said the backstory to this was, I think like Mox and I don't remember who else was faced Bandito and No Knees, and
Yeah.
like got a bunch of respect from him, and then challenged for Mox's title, and Mox accepted, and I mean, they went out there and had a good match. I mean, this was a good match to have after that fucking banger of a fucking match they had before. I mean, this wasn't a complete and utter letdown. I mean, obviously you're gonna have a little bit of a letdown, but I mean, this wasn't a complete bottom of the box fallout. Like this was a good match to have afterwards, and I thought it helped Bandito a lot.
I think the Continental Championship is my favorite AEW championship. I think those matches mean more than any of the other championships. That being said, up next, the IWGP Global Championship, we had Shoto Umino versus He Is a Bastard. Pac. I like the contrast of gear between these two. We had black gear versus pink and white. Umino can hang with Pac. Tables are legal in this. Pac razor edge Umino out of the ring through the setup table on the outside of the ring. Brutal. I think they call it an awesome bomb. They're right. Umino actually bounces back from this and hits the snowplow for the win and retain. This was Cesar rules right here. He got fucked up. Umino got fucked up, but he won. He retained. And then fucking Tanahashi comes out looking like Katie Lang for some reason. It was a decent match. It shines some light on a guy I never heard of. But Sticks, what'd you think of this?
Yeah, it was a good match. Backstory: Shoto was an original Death Rider. Like when Mox was released, showed up to New Japan. He picked Shoto. Shoto's dad is Red Shoes. the big referee, the big name referee that does a lot of big matches, stuff like that. But Mox picked him as like took him under his wing, like was prepping him, and then like I think Shoto kind of was like, I don't like the direction that this is all going. I think Gabe Kidd came out when Gabe Kidd came back. He went over there and attacked him. So that basically kind of led to this. Shoto's gotten better. Like I haven't followed his career all the way, but I've caught some matches here that I usually catch like at least one match a year. And the progression that he's gone in his career has gone in that upward tick, which is good. Now, will he be a guy that could be like a pillar, a new age pillar for New Japan? That's yet to be seen, but enough of that they put it like a semi big championship on him and brought him overseas, brought him to the United States, faced Pac in a semi pretty big match, and he held his own. And I thought it was I mean, I thought it wasn't gonna knock your socks off, but it wasn't also gonna make you decide to go to the bathroom and fix something to eat in the kitchen. So
Yeah, it was one of those matches I didn't really care about, but I was impressed by, like the CWC when they introduced two people I had no idea who they were, and they put on a good match. But Cesar, what'd you think of this?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. Um, yeah, I heard the thing about Red Shoes and like how they went and he fucked up Gabe Kid. And so I thought it was all right, good. And yeah, so the rules were different because it was it was a definite 20 count. So I was like, "Oh shit, they setting up tables." Okay. All right, then let's see what you got. Let's see what the kid got. I thought it was I thought it was all right. Um, but yeah. Like he got fucked up in this match. And so hey, more power to you. More power to you to come out there taking an ass whooping and get the dub.
Took out the bastard. Up next was for the AEW Women's Championship. We had Thekla versus the Starlight Kid. Yet another match where a wrestler's mask is being used against them. The facial expressions by the Stardom president are very funny. He was the highlight of the match for me during this. I loved it. He looks very intimidated by this 5 foot Lady Gaga looking Spider Woman. These two not pulling punches or knees tonight. Starlight hits the snowplow on the apron. The numero dos stretch muffler is a great move. Thekla cannot be stopped. Everything Starlight tries fails. Thekla puts Starlight away with two curb stomps, cuts her mask off, and spits in it, and then beats the Stardom president with it. I was entertained. I was very entertained by this. I didn't give a fuck about the Starlight Kid besides her submission move. But yeah, the president of Stardom getting attacked, chef's kiss. Cesar, what'd you think of this?
So I took it as the other way. I took it as the Starlight Kid was actually out wrestling Thekla.
Mhm.
And so I was like, good God, she has got this bitch's number. And then I realized like halfway through the match that they had history. Um, and so it was like what was it? Tiger Mask and Black Mask, and she was using all the tricks in the book. I did like the stretch muffler, especially where she had her like near the ropes, and
Yeah.
she had her like in the ropes, and then she got that arm with the knee, and I was like, God damn, this bitch thought of everything.
hey,
Jesus.
can I ask you guys this? My girlfriend was watching this match with me, and she said this, and it got me thinking. Doesn't it look like it hurts the person that's applying that hold just about as bad as the person who's in it? Like the way, like when you pull down the leg on the back of the neck, it kind of starts cranking your neck. It's like, doesn't that kind of almost look like it hurts the
Yeah.
applier to the applyee?
Yeah, but Sticks, you got to know that Asian women are very, very limber.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
there's this one
I'm just even
video.
talking like with American women, like when like American wrestlers when they kind of do that. I mean the Asian women are flexible as
Mhm.
fuck. So yeah, they're gonna be able to do that. I mean, they roll out of bed doing that stretch muffler move every morning. So I mean,
Well, I mean, there's this one video on junglefever.com. This
Yeah,
Asian,
yeah.
no.
Mhm.
Sorry, Caesar, go ahead.
Yeah, no, no, no. I mean, it was just, it was. I thought about it, and then yeah, she cuts the mask, and then she spits in it, and she beats that nigga's ass with it. Yeah, man, it was great. It was great stuff.
I loved it. Sticks, your thoughts on the AEW Women's Championship match?
Yeah, very entertaining and a lot of history in this match. Like between these two, like I said, like Cesar said, Starlight Kid owned the dub over Tekla. I mean, I think they show a little bit of footage. It was when Tekla, I think, was just either beginning stardom or super young. And then the history with Tekla and the president. That was great. Having the president front row, great choice. I mean, even the announcer was like, if you're the president, and like she had went over, like Tekla made a special trip over there, and I think beat up the fucking president again, said some shit, did some shit, and they're like, and the announcer's just like, of all the matches you would choose to sit front row for, you chose this match. And it's like, well, yeah, it's the only match that has a stardom talent in it. What do you think? Yeah, he's gonna choose it. But yeah, like you said, the president's facial expressions, great. Very entertaining match. Now they're 1-1, so it makes you kind of wonder somewhere down the road, will we get a third match? Cut the mask off, spit in it. The funny thing was, I caught like I think a highlight or two from the press conference. Tekla's wearing the mask while doing the interview, and she's sitting there next to like Tony Khan. And it's just like, so you spit in this mask, you beat the shit out of the president with it, and you're like, what's the best thing I can do with this mask? I wear a mask I spit in and do a post event press conference. I mean, I guess that's Tekla. I mean, shit. I mean, she's got a lot of momentum. I mean, she signed a new deal, and I think she still had like a couple of years left on it. So they're really high on her, and I mean, so far, I don't think she's really disappointed for them. For them, she hasn't really disappointed. So it's an entertaining match.
Well, up next, I'm only gonna say one thing. I'm shocked Sticks said what he said on the second match of the night. I'm shocked because I thought for sure he would have saved it for this one. So I'm only gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say one thing and hand it to Sticks. The next match was for the AEW Tag Team Championships. It was old Cope and Cage and Cope versus the Dogs. Nigel said Christian has done for fathers like Dr. Dre has done for headphones, like Taz has done for the color orange. My
And then they
God,
showed, and then was it? Didn't they show like a little thing for AEW and like some company that they're tagged, like they're aligned with the do headphones for?
it was Nigel's gold on commentary. Never take him off of commentary.
Nope.
Love him on commentary. But now, Sticks, I now hand the ball to you for this tag team match.
Oh, I mean, you just want me to go through the whole match, or you want me
I
to just
mean,
talk about the
so
most
you want
important
to talk
thing
about the
about it?
match?
Fill in the blanks, Sticks.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was good back and forth. Dogs did what the dogs were going to do. We had towards the end, we had a spear off, which, I mean, went as clean as you could get it.
Yep.
David Finley brought in. We had some shenanigans with the shillelagh. Lights went out. We get the Bang Bang Gang up there, and you damn well know we ain't bringing those boys out just for fucking looks and appearances. And then you hear it, the shing, and good old Switchblade is back, baby. A year and change gone since we saw him. And it brought back some feelings. But the most important feeling it brought back was when Mr. Finley himself ousted Switchblade Jay White from the Bullet Club. Well, the shoes were on the different feet this time. Finley knew after he had some fucking Guinness running down his legs, he knew what happened. It was time to answer the King Switch. And before he could even get that shillelagh cocked and loaded, he ate a Blade Runner. And Jay White looked at Adam Copeland, who's the state, propped his old AARP ass up in the corner, looking like Joe Biden in training. And he's like, oh, okay. And Jay White gives him the titles. Captain did the right thing. He's kind of looking at Jay White like, I can't trust you, but give my goddamn title. So, I mean, there was a little bit of things there. Cope and Cage, they retain, but more importantly, see, this is the thing. So I want to say I think this happened after the match. So that kind of takes it away from the match. If you want to talk about a moment of the pay-per-view, this is heads and shoulders best moment of the whole card. But match-wise, I think this was after the match. Jay White's back, boys. And we had a celebration. He looked at the boys. He fires off his guns. I think even Ace Austin, he was wearing those Meta Ray-Bans. So we were, if you can find the footage, you can see it as if you were part of the Bang Bang gang. When Jay White runs up there and they all jump up and we got the band back, boys. The Bang Bang gang is back. Hide your women. Tony Storm, she probably got a train ran on her. We're going to get Cardboard Switch. We going to get Rock Hard. Boys, we are back in business. Donna Trash just got a little bit more bang banger, and fucking Collision just got a little bit more gangier. So, boys, it might be time. It might be time to maybe make Wednesdays and Saturdays not appointment viewing, but at least read about it on the internet and go back and watch it if you got it on DVR.
I knew as soon as the ching, I was like, this is the Sticks to Midnight match of the card right here. I knew he had a smile on his face, and his wife, his girlfriend got the good loving after this pay-per-view went off the air. Cesar, your thoughts on the AEW Tag Team Championship match and the aftermath?
I got nothing.
Can't top that. You can't top that.
Yeah.
Well, we can zoom right past this one. The Owen Cut women's finale, Sasha Botch, Maya World. Mercedes wins in a match that was way too long. Props to Maya and her nip slip. But yeah, Mercedes wins. Okay, whatever. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Next was the nonsense steel cage match. Oh shit, guys. I'm sorry. I took way too many notes for this. So I'm just gonna say all of it. Don Callis can't fully rip his shirt off during the entrance. Very funny.
Yep.
Team MJF versus Team Briscoe. It was a 6-on-6 circular cage match. Okay, I didn't give a shit about this till they brought out the NES and the controllers as a weapon. That was a great touch. Good shit. MJF sweeping the tacks out of the ring. Always good shit. Orange Cassidy with the orange slices, dripping it into Kyle's bloody head was new. I liked it. Probably the highlight of the whole match. Well, there were two highlights. One, Leo Rush in a fucking duffel bag. That was funny as fuck. He wants MJF's ring. He's Black Gollum. Team MJF stuff him back in the duffel bag and wrap it in chains. So racist. Kevin Knight climbed to the top of the cage, yanked a backpack off the top, and it fucking explodes. I thought that was an accident. Like, I thought that wasn't supposed to happen.
No.
But he fell off the cage through 4 tables. MJF demands Andrade to hold Briscoe for an attack, but attacks MJF instead. Kicks Jake something in the dick, pulls off his shirt to reveal that it says "fuck Don" and "fuck MJF." Andrade is now face. I'm imagining Jay Driller Team Briscoe wins, meaning Mark Briscoe gets an AEW championship match, which is coming up this Wednesday. He is not winning. That being said, Cesar, what did you think of this shit?
Shit. Yeah, Leo Rush. Leo Rush. Fucking Mark Briscoe. Fuck Don and fuck MJF. The bag exploding. The NES. Shit. What can I say, man? What can I say? This match was ignorant as fuck. In a good way. In a good way. And then MJF really didn't do anything until he got the thumbtacks out of the ring. Like you notice that like he was just sitting in the background, just relaxing. Uh
Technically, the thumbtacks were not eliminated from the match. They were just on the mat.
Matt.
They could
Yeah,
still
yeah.
be used to attack,
Used.
but
Yeah, yeah. But hey, what are you gonna do? Um yeah. So yeah, Mark Briscoe's not winning. Unless he does win. I mean,
no
that's
way.
just
No way.
I mean, think about it. Think about it.
No, no.
If he does win, he's gonna have to lose the Will Ospreay. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. That's gonna be a better match than just MJF versus Will Ospreay.
Well, I thought for some reason when Kenny beat Zack Sabre, they were talking for some reason I thought they were talking about Kenny
No, no, no.
facing
Yeah,
for the
Kenny's gonna
championship at the next pay-per-view at
no.
Redemption before.
Kenny's gonna win like a consolation prize. Like he still got it. It's like a he still got it kind of thing to make a run for the AEW championship. Um, it's a springboard pretty much, and so Zack Sabre wanted it springboard into the G1 climax, and then Kenny's gonna want to springboard it into the he can win the AEW championship one more time. Um, I got nothing. I
It
mean, I
was
got
it was
nothing.
like you said, the perfect line you said. It was ignorant in the best
And
way possible.
in the best way possible. In
That
the
should be
best
on
way
the
possible.
fucking review on the poster.
Yeah, like I mean, shit. I mean, these motherfuckers just went ham. Um, and so yeah, it was great. It was a great car wreck. Yeah, Leo getting the bag, and then he was hitting people with that bag, and then they just wrapped that shit back up, and then they were just like, man, fuck this, and like they
Well,
just
did you
carried the
see?
bag out.
There's two things. One, did you see that they drug that bag outside, like
Yeah,
go operation? And then if you get a chance, I think I saw it on AEW's like Facebook page. They did a post match of like Kyle, Roddy, and Orange, like somewhere backstage in like this dark, like kind of darkish place. And they're talking, and then I think one of them was like, "Hey, should we go ahead and open this bag up?" And so they have the bag and they open it up, and there's Leo, and he says some stuff, and then Roddy like opens up this like rainbow colored umbrella and kind of holds it over Leo, and Leo's like still muttering stuff, and he looks up and he grabs the umbrella and he kind of just like exits stage left. And those guys are all just kind of looking around at each other, and then they just fucking leave. So great.
I hope this is all Leo's idea. I hope he came up with this. I hope this is his baby and he's running with it because it's fantastic. At first, I was like, this is fucking retarded. But now it's grown on me. Now it's entertaining. And then this steel cage match was the icing on the cake. Sticks, what did you think of this nonsense steel cage match?
I couldn't say it any better than what Cesar said, man. Ignorant, but in the good way. I mean, this was properly placed, and I mean, just it's AEW at its finest.
yeah.
It's AEW and it's AEWist. Up next is the finale. It's the main event. And again, apologies. A lot of notes. It's the Owens Cup men's finale. We had Lobo Swerve versus Bane Osprey.
Mhm.
At first, I thought, what a horrible placement for this match after that chaos we just watched. Then I see these two pros start telling an incredible story. These two must really be best friends because they motherfucked each other up beyond everything. The pacing of this match is excellent. Nana shenanigans, tossing coffee or whatever it was in his cup in Osprey's face. Osprey sure did get trained by Mox, bleeding buckets. But then, of course, Swerve gets busted open too. I don't think this match really needed it. The action, the drama, and storytelling was enough to me, but what do I know? Maybe there's a blood bonus in their paychecks or something. The Death Riders come out for some reason. After 3 dozen finishers, Osprey puts away Swerve with the Tiger Driver. The Death Riders celebrate with him in the ring. I kept waiting for them. I was like, it's coming. They're gonna attack him. They're gonna fucking attack him and ruin his celebration. But nope. No shenanigans. They go off the air. Has won and now will face the AEW champion at All in London. Uh, yeah, Sticks. This would get my beer cheese. This was great. I loved it. What'd you think?
Um, I mean, for the circumstances, I understand where they put this match was main event. If Omega and Saber Jr. had like some kind of championship on it, I could have seen them possibly do that. But I mean, I I liked Omega Saber just a little bit better than this match, but that's not saying anything against this match. I mean, it's like I told my girlfriend, anytime you find out that Osprey versus Swerve is going to be on TV or on a pay-per-view, that's appointment television. I mean, these guys fucking bring it. I mean, they did it in their last match, I think, at the Owen, and Osprey wants this way more. He wanted this way more. Um, you could kind of, I like how they leaned into the being trained by Mox type of thing. You're starting to slowly see that with Osprey. I like you said. I mean, they didn't really need the blood in this match, but I mean, AEW is going to AEW. You're going to get blood in probably a big important match. The only difference was that Swerve kept fucking bleeding throughout that match. Like I couldn't believe it. I thought at some moment they were going to have to stop that because that man was literally bleeding buckets. Like he left everything of him everywhere on that mat. Match was great, phenomenal. I mean, finishers upon finishers upon finishers. Osprey found that extra gear that I don't think he would have had. He didn't have this time last year or years ago. So maybe that's another thing that being with the Death Riders has given him. But just a great match. I mean, main event worthy. Um, Now we got Osprey heading all in. I mean, he wanted it. Now the pressure's not getting any lighter. It's only gotten heavier now because he's got to go bring it home for his country. He's got to win that AEW championship there in Wimbledon, and he's got to finish the story, boys. And he's got a lot of momentum going into it now.
Yeah, Caesar, we capped off this 5 hour pay-per-view with in my opinion, the best match of the night, Swerve, uh, Osprey, like Six says, appointment viewing for sure. Uh,
Mhm.
what'd you think? The main event.
Yeah, no, I mean they gave these motherfuckers a lot of time. And and didn't give everybody else equal amount of time, but I mean they delivered though. They fucking delivered. Um these boys put on a good show. The Styles clash outside the ring into the house call was a good spot. And then like when Swerve hit the hidden blade, I
Yeah.
thought that was a good spot. And then they were stealing each other's moves. Well, once again, Styles clash, but nigga just gonna hit it. Um, um, the buckshot lariat into the hidden
It-
blade.
yeah.
Uh, fucking did it. Did Swerve hit a Styles Clash? No, Swerve hit something else. But I mean, still, I mean, like everybody hit like their own shit, and then the fucking windbreaker. I mean, the
Oh,
vertebreaker,
vertebraker,
the
vertebraker.
vertebreaker. Yeah, he hit that shit, and then he hit that fucking the house call to that fucking vertebreaker. It's fucking dangerous. Um, boy, the storm chaser to the fucking shit, and then to the tiger driver, and to the shit. I mean, god damn. Um, and then they lined up the way they lined up at the end, and they were like, "No, no, nigga, oh, come on now, nigga, you might as well come on with it, nigga." So I mean, everything was great about this match. And yeah, Swerve was bleeding buckets. Like yeah, like he just didn't look like himself. And so you had a really, really, really good match, and then they cut away last minute for the Tiger Driver, and then fucking ruined it. Um, but no, no, no. This match was great.
We just went through 3 pay-per-views. Thank you, people, for watching. You know what? How about one more for the road? This is the Hennessy Pod, after all.
Yeah,
I gotta get one more in there
yeah, you gotta get
because
one
I
more.
know what we do it for, but since it's the Hennessy Pod,
Mhm. That nigga
sorry,
gonna
Sticks, for not giving you a heads up
that,
that
that nigga gonna drink the whole show.
it's almost.
Yeah,
And you know
hey,
what?
you might as well just chug that thing, finish the pod out doing that.
I,
Yeah,
I want to be able to be conscious to upload this, so
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna have to hold off on that shit. But
yeah,
hey, you know what? I just broadened my horizons on alcohol. Not
yeah.
bad, Cesar. This is some good
It,
shit.
not
Uh,
bad,
not
not
bad,
bad.
not bad. You know what? But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. All 6 of you, Sheriff, how's it going? Uh, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will do what we do best here on the tripod, not drink Hennessy, but give that big ups to Stallion Pete.